Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to day 3 of the 7-day Lifestyle Detox. So today we are talking all about where you spend the majority of your time. So you'll notice for me, I am currently sat outside. I'm on a picnic bench. I'm just around by the lake. It's a bit cloudy, it's a little chilly, not too bad, but I really want you to think about, when was the last time you sat in nature? When was the last time you sat and actually took some time out for yourself? And think about your day, your week, your month, or even this last year. Where do you spend the majority of your time? So if you work full time, then the majority of your time is going to be spent at your workplace. Now, there'll be people there who you get on with, and there'll be people there who you don't get on with. Then you've got the other distractions, so TV, news, radio, all those kinds of things. What do you surround yourself with? So when I talk about your environment, I'm not just looking at this, like your environment as in being inside or being outside, although that is one element of it. But it's really taking a look and a deep dive into also your environment, with what you surround yourself with. Who do you spend your time with? What conversations do you have with those people? What things do you have to do that perhaps agitate you? So the whole purpose of identifying our environment is really to look at how we feel and looking at any negativity. So negativity comes in all forms. And the reason we want to look at negativity is, I firmly believe there are 3 key ingredients in being healthy. My tagline is providing ingredients for a healthy life, and I work on the basis of mind, body, and lifestyle. So we as human beings cannot do anything unless we are in the right mindset. Okay, our mind always works first. So if we are in a constant state of negativity, so don't want to do it, don't want to be here, oh, I wish she'd shut up, watching a program on TV that is talking about negative issues. I mean, it could be, like my husband likes shoot 'em ups and chop 'em ups is what I call them. I don't like them. I don't watch television unless Saturday night probably is the only night I will watch TV, and that's when there is some music-based thing on. Like, I love music. Music fills my heart, and it makes me feel happy. So I don't want to watch anyone being shot, cut up, sliced up, blown up. It doesn't wash with me. Soaps are, well, they used to be an exaggeration on life, although now I think more people's lives are like a soap. There's no need for us to watch them and bring ourselves down. If it's something funny and it's going to lift us up, brilliant. But if it's a situation where, like, these programs they're not real. They are actors and actresses. They may be based on life stories or life circumstance, but they're not real. They're actors acting that role. And yes, these situations do happen to people, but we can find ourselves being removed from watching that program to actually being inside it. We've actually removed ourselves, and you're in there. You're in with the characters, and you're in with the plot, and you're living part of what you're watching. And if that's something that's not serving you, it's not serving your mindset, it's going to cause issues for you moving forward, even though you don't realise it. Even from the choices we make for food, it all starts with our mind. So and we'll cover this tomorrow, but our gut is our second brain. Everything that we ingest affects our mind. And it is like that saying, you are what you eat. And it's not just what goes into your body and into your bloodstream and into your organs. It's also that feeds your mind. And that's where we need to be really, really clever and look at how we're talking to ourselves, where we're surrounding ourselves, who we're spending the most time with. And then if we're looking, so I want you to do that analysis on yourself. Look at the people you surround yourself with. Look at, do you get outside? Because if you're just surrounding yourself in the same four walls or two different sets of four walls, day in, day out, it's going to have an effect on your mindset. Definitely is. So look at those options. Who do you surround yourself that perhaps just don't make you feel good? They may be making remarks about you all the time, or digs that you're not good enough, or you just might not like the sound of their voice or their presence. That sometimes can happen. People can be annoying. People aren't made to fit with every other person. We try, but there will be things going on that you don't like, and you will have an annoyance because of that person, which ultimately is giving you some form of negative vibe. So look at that. Once you have that, you'll have a clear picture of maybe places you need to avoid, if you can, or looking at certain situations and how you can limit those situations from arising. So in some circumstances, we may have loved ones at home that might cause us some issues, and obviously we can remove them, but we don't need to do things too drastically unless the need is there. Sorry, wasp. But you can limit the conversations you have that trigger that feeling that makes you feel negative. You can limit the time that you spend with those people. You can limit bringing up that conversation altogether. So start writing down a list of things of how you feel, how people make you feel, where you spend most of your time, and we can work a program around that. And then the other thing I want you to look at is the things you say to yourself. Now, you may subconsciously say things to yourself and not realise how much of an impact that has on your day, and even on your week, year, life, and things that you do. You may be presented with opportunities that you don't take purely because you've got something buried in the back of your mind that says you can't do it, you're not good enough. You've told yourself you're not good enough. You've never done that before, so why do you expect to be able to do it now? Someone told you would never be able to do that. But who are they? They're not you. They don't know your capacity. Only you know what you're capable of doing, and the only way you know what you're capable of doing is if you actually go out and do it. Oh, sorry, another wasp. Benefits of being outside. So it's looking at what you say to yourself. So what things do you say to yourself? Do you tell yourself you are I'm not a morning person, but are you a snoozer? So we mentioned that on day one. Are you a snoozer? If you are a snoozer, stop. You're in control of that. It's your mind that's telling you, I can't get up now, I'm still too tired. Press the snooze. Just stop. Your alarm goes off, turn it off, whack the duvet open, and up you get. Do that. And if you find that that's too difficult, associate it with doing something. So perhaps, can't think of something. So you can do what Mel Robbins does. So she literally, her alarm will go off and she'll say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. She's up. She thinks she's a rocket launching. And actually, it's a very good book if you are a procrastinator. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, anything, just do it. Maybe you tell yourself you're not good enough. Maybe you tell yourself, oh, I can't wear that, or I can't do that job, or I can't speak to that person. So again, I want you to look at those things, write them down, and then we're going to create what we call an affirmation. So what an affirmation is it's basically taking a negative statement and translating it into a positive statement. And you say it in the present tense. So let's say, for example, I don't feel worthy enough to be speaking to you today. So I can say to myself, I am amazing at providing information to people. So it's just taking that negative thought or feeling and putting it into an I am statement. And what I'll do is I will add a sheet that just has a few common affirmations that you can say to yourself. And the point of these is to really believe it. So when you're saying these, so you want to say them first thing in the morning when you get up. I have post-it notes around my mirror in the bathroom. So I get up in the morning, I go into the bathroom, do what I need to do, and then I look in the mirror, I put my hand on my heart, and I read all my affirmations, and I really feel it. I really feel it so that I can believe it. But the key thing here is I'm looking at myself in the mirror. So I'm actually talking to myself. Some people say their affirmations in their head. Some people just write them down. I personally feel much better and more benefit from them if I look at myself, saying them back to me, and I feel it in my heart. So drop in the chat what your affirmations are that you're creating, or if you're stuck and you want help, please send me a message. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, where we are going to be talking about all things food and absorption.